Hey there, John Morris here with johnmorrisonline.com, and welcome to the series on using Facebook for your small business. And in this lesson, I'm going to be talking about why you should create a Facebook page in the first place. Now, in this video specifically, I'm going to be covering how you can use Facebook to help you grow your business. I'm going to be diving into the difference between using your personal profile and using a page and why you should be using your page. I'm also going to be covering some of the statistics that represent the huge opportunity that Facebook is and why it really is going to be the future of all the marketing that you do, and also the missed opportunity or the threat that you'll be facing if you do not currently have a Facebook page and don't set one up very, very quickly. All right, so that's what we're going to be covering inside this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this tutorial is sponsored by the Complete Facebook Ads and Facebook Marketing course by Jerry Banfield over on udemy.com. Now, the reason I recommend this course is because Jerry Banfield is a well-respected Facebook expert who has over 1 million likes of his Facebook page, and as he shows in a number of his videos, he's spent as little as 1 to 3 cents per like getting those likes. So in this course, he's going to take you behind the scenes of what he did to get those 1 million likes, what he does in order to get that 1 to 3 cents per like rate. And as you can see here, he has a very comprehensive 136 lesson course that's going to show you everything that you need to know to master Facebook marketing. Now, in order to access this course, you'll see a link down below this video that's going to give you the best price on this course. So go ahead and click that link to learn more about this course and to get the best price available. All right, now onto this tutorial. All right, so let's start off by tackling the big question that most people who aren't on Facebook or who maybe are but weren't 100% sold on creating a Facebook page. Let's answer that question, which is why be on Facebook at all, and why, if you're skeptical or if you know someone who's skeptical about Facebook as a valuable marketing tool, why they're dead wrong if they say it's not. So the first reason is that your current and future customers are on Facebook. Now, I don't care what niche you're in, what demographics you happen to be targeting. Those people are, or very, very soon will be on Facebook in mass. So let's take a look at a few statistics that kind of back this up. First off, Facebook has 1.44 billion monthly active users, which is up from 13% from the year before. Now, monthly active users are not just the number of people who have an account. That is people who actually log on and use Facebook. So there's a ton of people that have accounts, and those people are actually logging on and using Facebook on a daily basis. And I don't have the statistic on here, but the statistics that I've seen show that on average, a person will spend 20 minutes per session that they're on Facebook, and often people have multiple sessions per day. So they'll log in before, maybe when they wake up before they go to work, and then when they get back home at night, they might log back on, and maybe even later on in the day, they might log back on again. So people are spending a lot of time per session and often multiple sessions per day. So not only are they on Facebook and have an account, but they're actively engaged in using it, and those numbers are just continuing to rise year after year after year. So chances are that your current prospects, your current customers are on Facebook right now. And the future customers that you have, those people are even more so going to be on Facebook. A good experiment to test this is just go look at any teenage boy or teenage girl who has a phone and see how often they have their face buried in their phone. Most of us know that any kid who has some sort of device, a tablet, a phone, whatever, or even just a computer, they spend a ton of time on it. Well, those kids, those teenagers are going to be your future customers in the next 5 to 10 years. So If you don't plan on going out of business in the next 5 to 10 years, the reality is that the people that you're going to be trying to contact, they more and more are going to be online, and Facebook is a part of the social media that they'll be on. Next statistic, as you can see here, it says 936 million people log on to Facebook daily. So every single day, an average of 936 million people log on to Facebook. That's incredible, especially when you consider how close that is, or of the 1.44 billion monthly active users. So a large majority of the people that are monthly active users are logging on every single day. On top of that, there's 4.75 billion pieces of content shared daily. So again, they're not just on there. They don't just have an account. They're actively engaging and sharing, and it represents a huge opportunity for you to connect with and interact with those people. Next answer to this question is that your competitors are on Facebook. So even if you're not, the people you're competing against likely are, and they are engaging their communities. They're engaging customers or potential customers of yours, and they're bringing them into their fold, and they're creating a relationship with them and getting them to do business with them instead of you. And so again, some statistics to back this up. There's 16 million local business pages that have been created. So more and more, and that's growing. So more and more local businesses, your competitors, are jumping on Facebook and using it. Now, of that, 42% of marketers say that Facebook is critical or important to their business. So again, not only are they on Facebook, but they understand its importance, and they're actively using it to go out and try and acquire new customers. And that kind of points to the last statistic, which is 7.5 million promoted posts have been made. So again, your competitors are on Facebook. They're actively trying to reach customers that you have in common, and they're willing to pay money through promoted posts to reach those people. So if you're not on Facebook, if you're not actively doing this, then you're behind the game, and you're losing out on customers that you could be getting if you were on Facebook and being active and getting out there and engaging people and getting them into your fold so they ultimately become your customer. All right, so let's talk a little bit then about business pages versus personal profiles. So this is a big misconception that a lot of people have. What a lot of people do is they either use their regular personal profile for their business, or they create a second personal profile and then they use that as their business. And that's a mistake, in my opinion. I think if you are a business, that you should be using a business page. Now, first and foremost, it's against Facebook's terms of service to promote commercial content on your personal profile. So you're actually violating their terms of service, and you're at risk for being kicked off of Facebook. So that's the first big reason why you should be using a business page instead of a personal profile. Beyond that, personal profiles are really for your friends and family. It's really a safe space for you to share with the people that you know and trust most, and those people are not the people who are your target audience for your services most of the time. Now, you may be in an industry where every now and again it makes sense. One of your friends and family may take you up on your services, but the last thing that they want to see is you posting your business, selling your services over and over and over again. And here's the kicker. Here's why you should care what they want to see. If they don't want to see it, they're not going to interact with it. And Facebook algorithms are going to ensure that less and less people see it. So you really need to have people, you want to be targeting people that are relevant to what it is that you're saying and what it is that you're doing. And oftentimes your personal profile just isn't that. Second, the tools that you get with your personal profile are really designed for personal sharing and connection. So you're not going to get the business tools like you do with a business page. For example, the analytics, the ability to run ads, and so forth. You don't have those tools with a personal profile. So you're really hampering or limiting your ability to run your business if you're using a personal profile instead of a business page. Now, with a business page, it's the opposite. You get the tools that help you run your business. You get the analytics. You get the ability to promote posts. You get the ability to run ads and so forth. And so you have a slew of tools and a growing number of tools at your disposal to help you find the people that are relevant to what you do and interact with them and engage them. Beyond that, pages are, for the most part, meant to be public posts that can be indexed by the search engines and so forth. So you can actually post something on your page that can get picked up by a search engine and then bring it traffic, day after day after day, as opposed to relying solely on the social media traffic that you have. Whereas personal profiles, while they can be indexed, you have a lot more privacy options. And a lot of times the posts that you post on there are things that aren't going to be indexable by search engines and so forth. So again, a page is just set up better long-term for your business. Finally, it's required if you want to be running Facebook ads. So we're going to talk about running Facebook ads. And if you want to get into doing that, you need a Facebook page to do it. And it's best if you have one that is tied to exactly what you do and you're actually using. So a lot of times what happens when you run Facebook ads is people may not click through on the ad, but they'll click through on your page and then they'll like your page. And now that you've kind of brought them into your fold, you pick up a lot of, I call them secondary likes from running Facebook ads. And so you want to make sure that's a page that you're actually doing something with so you get that kind of secondary benefit from it. All right, so that's the difference between pages and profiles. And if you haven't guessed yet, you should be using a business page instead of a personal profile. All right, so let's take a look at a couple examples of local businesses that have actually done this. So this first one is called Stittsworth Meats, and this is a company. It's a meat company in Bemidji, Minnesota. And so they were a company that the company had been run by this gentleman's dad for a number of years, and he had been working, a different kind of job, and he had decided to get into the family business. And when he did, he wanted to kind of integrate some of the newer tools like Facebook into what they were doing. And so the problem that they had was that everybody looked at them as kind of a specialty market. So people would go to them for special occasions and big events, but they didn't view them as their kind of weekly or daily stop for everything they needed in terms of meats. And so he wanted to change that. And so he started a Facebook page and started a Facebook campaign in order to do that. Well, the results are the first year that he did this, his year-end sales or their year-end sales are up over 250% over the previous year's sales. And he said that he sees more people now who come in on a weekly basis instead of just whenever there's some sort of a special event. And so now they're getting regular customers week after week after week like they wanted to. Also, if you look at their page, they have roughly 33,000 page likes as of this recording, and they're in a town of only 14,000 population. So what that tells you is that they are expanding their reach beyond just their local area. They're starting to connect with people in neighboring towns and cities and in the rural areas. And they're engaging those people and giving them reasons to come in to the store on a weekly basis. And that's likely why their sales are up 250%. And so as a result of this, then they were able to afford moving to a new location, which was a higher traffic area. It was more centrally located, so they were getting a lot more foot traffic, which is ultimately going to obviously help their business grow as well. So they used Facebook to do all of that. So there are real people out there that are actually doing this, and it's actually working. Another example is this Paragon Honda. So this is obviously a car dealership in Queens, New York, and they ran an ads campaign, is the approach that they took. And in that ads campaign, they had an 80% advertising savings over traditional direct mail spend. Now, this is one of the things that is kind of the hidden benefit of using Facebook. Because of the tracking, because of the targeting that you can do, oftentimes the effectiveness of the ads that you're probably already running on radio or newspaper, you can probably take very similar ideas and ads and run them on Facebook and just get a better ROI. Now, I don't recommend that your only strategy be to run ads. However, if you were to take what you're doing on all these other medium and simply apply it to Facebook, you would probably see an increase in results simply because you can track it better and you can target it better. And so, again, they saved 80% in what they spent over their normal direct mail spend. And they had a 49% redemption rate of oil change coupons. So their ad was essentially an oil change coupon where people could come in and get an oil change at a discounted price. And of all the people that saw that ad, 49% actually got the coupon and redeemed it, which is pretty crazy. So that's a very high redemption rate, and they can actually track that and know that. And so as a result, they've sold a number of cars, and their average advertising spend per new car sold because of this campaign is $79. Now, we don't know what they sold those cars for and what their profit was, but I would imagine that the cars were sold in the thousands or tens of thousands of dollars range. And they made probably thousands of dollars off of those sales, and their average spend was $79 to acquire those new customers. So very, very effective. And when you get it right, you can spend a little money and have a great result. All right, so that's what we're going to try and help you do throughout this series. All right, so to recap everything, why should you create a Facebook page? Well, first and foremost, again, your customers are on Facebook. They are there. It really doesn't matter what niche or demographics you're in or how skeptical you may be of whether they're there or not. They are there, and they want to hear from you. They want to interact with brands and with companies and with people who are transparent, who are engaging, who present themselves as real people and bring real value to them. So they want to hear from you. And ultimately, your page, not your profile, is how you're going to reach them because it has the tools that are necessary for you to be able to do that. All right, so that'll wrap it up for this first video. Now, if you're looking for any of the slides and any of the downloads that come along with this course, then you can head on over to johnmorrisonline.com/Facebook pages, all one word, Facebook pages, no dash in there. And you can find everything, all the downloads and everything available for this course. So again, head on over to johnmorrisonline.com/Facebook pages, and you can get all of those downloads. All right, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.